Hey, what's going on, you guys? Jay here, and welcome back to the channel. Something that I don't really show a lot of other people is how much we are building, how much we're developing, and how much we're really doing on the LUNC blockchain. And I like to see myself as not just a content creator. I like to see myself as a trenchman, someone who stood behind you. I'm there every single day with you. I'm holding my bag. Our projects are holding whatever bags they need to hold, and we're all on board for the long run. And you might not know this, but we're responsible for LUNC Dash. We brought you the metric system. We brought you all of the different tools that are available, like money flow, delegation flow, balance history, consensus. You've got a pretty sweet system here, and we expanded out in the future and brought you the LUNC Dash Finder. This enables you to more or less do your taxes at ease, download your CSVs, traverse the blockchain in a pretty simple way. We branched out, as you know, we're a non-profit. We never asked for any money. No one ever gave us any funding or order to do this. We just went out and did it. And that's why I say I'm not just a content creator, because we brought you the LUNC Dash mobile app, and this is native to the chain itself. We advanced that, we pushed it even further, and we brought you the Apple Store app. This, for me, shows my dedication to the entire ecosystem. Again, as not just someone who's a validator, taking money from the blockchain, or a content creator who merely focuses on making as much money as he can. In fact, it's the total opposite. So when I focus and put my heart and soul into projects, especially ones like Pengs, we end up with a substantial product. We've got this evolving ecosystem that is going to be well positioned once LUNC eventually blows up, like Solana, like Ethereum, like Tron. And think about it, when a project like this, and this is why I say substantial, is the 182nd top holder for on-chain assets, yeah, it's going to be significant after we've huddled for a considerable amount of time, and eventually all of the building, hodling, and developing really kicks in, and the price of LUNC begins to skyrocket. My key overall goal in Terra Classic and for the indefinite future here is definitely going to be empowering other users to follow a similar path that I followed. And one of the key factors of any project in crypto, and we looked at some statistics, it was around 95% of crypto based projects start with a token, with a coin, and the launch of it specifically. And this is normally limited to a very select few, maybe sometimes those who have got money. And what I want to do is give everybody a bit of background on why this is vital for our ecosystem being a layer one chain. When I look at Base, and then I flick and I look at Solana, and then I flick out and I look at chains like Tron, what do they all have in common? They have a booming meme sector. And these meme sectors bring a lot of growth, a lot of liquidity, a lot of income, new holders, users, everything. And that's something our ecosystem should begin to tap into. The meme pie sector is worth a considerable amount of money, and the Cosmos ecosystem itself being worth around that $31 to $32 billion range at the moment. We are in a position where we have the technology, being the layer one chain, we have the current user base, and we have the ability to attract a portion of this booming meme sector. And it's booming so much that projects like Launch Lab have now become a competitor to Pump.Fun. And this, from my perspective, was a key factor in pushing the development, if you will, of LUNC Pump.Fun. And you're probably thinking, hey, well, hang on a minute. Base, Tron, Solana are all doing the same thing. Yes, but they only serve their own ecosystems. They're not built to serve the Terra Classic ecosystem or the broader Cosmos ecosystem. So with that being said, I do feel like this is good for the blockchain. It can lead a lot of people to experience and get exposure to the idea of creating a coin, of following their own pursuits, really coming to an ecosystem where they can actually stake a claim. It was all too often, and I still hear it now, Jay, how can I help? Jay, how can I pitch in? Jay, how can I even create a token? And now you can simply come to LunkPump.Fun and you can see that done. Now, there's a huge difference when launching a token on the Terra Classic ecosystem. Well, it simply hasn't done what Solana's done. It hasn't done what Ethereum has already gone through. It's not been through this major revival pump that the ecosystem is going to see. And I do believe we're going to see a lot more people flock to a product like this, knowing those key factors, because launching a token now, building a community now, building out this narrative, this new thing inside the Terra Classic ecosystem, really becoming this product that a lot of people are getting themselves involved in, well, accumulating at this stage, becoming valued at this point, you're going to see the value of your token skyrocket as the price of LUNC skyrockets up with it. When you think about projects like Pudgy Penguins that launched in the early stages of Solana's existence, when you look at Bored Ape Yacht Club launching when Ethereum was very low in price, they become valued so much because they were dedicated to that ecosystem. They were dedicated to Solana as it was rising upwards. If people can become dedicated to the Terra Classic ecosystem in the same way we're seeing it over at Tron, over at Base, over at Solana, we're going to see a lot of benefits coming from a product like this. If you really take a step back and think about these other platforms that have been built on these other chains that currently exist, you can understand that this isn't bad for our ecosystem. In fact, it's good. It's going to incentivize the average Joe, the everyday person, to take that step, to take that leap, to really become in control of their own future. And I think L2 projects do really well to convince other people that they shouldn't believe in themselves and they should believe in what they are developing. And really, any one of you could have the answer. Any one of you could have the keys to that hidden gem. You might be that next 1000x. And yes, that is possible as the price of LUNC, like I said, rockets up, and the value behind what you've developed during that time is going to skyrocket with it. It's going to mimic that price rise. Launching a token on LUNC is relatively simple, and we're a fair launch platform, so token creators cannot allocate themselves a portion of the coins for free. Instead, they actually have to purchase those, and the bonding rate for a coin to graduate to the native DEX is $70,000. That means it's got to achieve a market cap overall of $70,000. And the likelihood is a creator is going to buy a portion of them tokens for themselves. So when you're creating a token, like I said, it's relatively simple. It's harder to set up an email account. And I'm going to be producing a tutorial very soon. It will go out on the official X account, so keep an eye out for that if you're still confused. But like I said, it's self-explanatory. You connect your wallet. It works for LUNC Dash. It works for Galaxy Station, Kepler, and even Station Mobile at this point you can use and utilize. So we do have lower gas fees, which is pretty good when you're micro trading like this. It's a benefit of doing everything through smart contracts. And again, we're contributing to the overall transaction volume. We're contributing to the overall burn volume. We're effectively bringing on new users. We're onboarding new people. We're bringing in new ideas. And possibly one of those coins could end up doing what Shiba Inu did. And the reason why I use this as an example is because it was launched on the Ethereum blockchain. And that would have had a huge impact on the rise of Ethereum's price at the time. So we're really in a situation where we've got this hidden gem being the Terra Classic ecosystem itself, it having such a low market cap and being so undervalued and the price suppressed so much that it's only a matter of time until we explode and rise up into the top 20 cryptos. And I truly do believe this is going to happen because of the amount of building that's going on currently inside our ecosystem and the amount of people that are really trying to innovate in this space. And I do truly want to see each and every one of you have the ability to work on an equal playing field, if you will. So it's not just about producing this one-time product where you can come launch tokens. We're producing a metric system, a statistic system, and we started this with the advanced ranking tools. This gives you the bonding rates, what coins are possibly going to be launching soon over onto the native DEX. We've got market cap ranking, we've got 24-hour price increases, 24-hour trading volume, and this really helps our content and token creators to more or less show off their products. And I think this is really important, and it hasn't stopped there. Today, we've just now released our V1 version of our statistics dashboard, and you've got these really cool tickers that are very similar to that LUNC Dash format that you're used to. And I think it's really good to keep this thing as simple and as bold as possible. And we're highlighting the top coins being the top 10 tokens by pump percentage. We're providing you our platform metrics of how much LUNC we've burned, the total market cap in LUNC, the total value locked, how many unique wallets. And this is going to be good because as we market this thing, as we start to use and utilize any money that the project gains and garners for advertising, we're going to attract more holders to LUNC. We're going to bring more people to LUNC. We're going to show them this amazing technology. And I think this is going to lead to a lot more engagement in the overall system. And yeah, when trends are set, when the Hawk Tour girl did what she did, we saw a lot of meme coins, even Donald Trump being one of the biggest meme coins right now. And I think anyone out there that's saying, oh, you know, meme coins are bad, this is really bad, it's not going to do anything for the ecosystem, I think the complete opposite because of the way people use and utilize everything. So we have got our own chart system built into LUNC as well, so you can use and utilize those on the main platform, and then you can always use and utilize those on the native DEX as well. So we're advancing our tool set, we're working on more modules that are going to allow our token creators and anyone that's gone through LUNC to expand their own tools. And like I said, it's not about building tools that benefit myself, that I launched this layer 2 with my own layer 2 coin. I want to build tools for absolutely everyone, and that's what LUNC is about. So you're probably wondering, well, he keeps mentioning this native DEX. We do have a native DEX, and it's not like every other DEX on chain. It's not set to expand. It's a launch pad further than LUNC This is where the graduated tokens go, and then they can expand out to get different listings in different places, and this gives them a foothold. It's not meant to be a competitor or to be there to really rise up. It's just to serve LUNC and this is very common because of the amount of flaws, faults, and ways you can really be penetrated as a system. You have to have a native DEX, and I think we made that quite clear when we were developing this and we were going through doing our own auditing. And yeah, it's built by people you trust. This is a product that's brought by a validator who is taking every grain of funding he's getting and putting it back into this ecosystem. So I hope you guys will go out there, you'll share this, you'll show people what we're doing, you'll let them know that, hey, look, this is the validator that is doing stuff. This is the validator that's created wallet technology. He's created a token factory. He's working on a metaverse. I'm not like any other content creator because I'm there with you guys. But look, links to all of this in the description, tutorials coming soon. Like, subscribe, comment, hit the notifications bell to stay informed. And we're going to be getting it back into live streams very, very shortly. I'm just waiting on a bit of equipment to arrive, which is a soundboard. But yeah, look, guys, stay safe, stay humble, stay aware. I'm going to catch you in the next one.